Hello and welcome to week 4 of the business model / technology business growth cycle for balloons by Shells. This week we are going to discuss the software requirements specifications, also known as the SRS. So let's jump right into it. The introduction part of the SRS. The purpose of this is to automate processes intended for expediting client bookings, inventory checks, and product orderings. Automation is wonderful when it comes to notifying of when products need to be replaced, when bookings have been established, and so forth and so on. Another purpose of the SRS is going to be a clean, navigable website, so future potential clients can book the balloons services and also provide additional backdrops for rentals, as far as cake tables, backdrops for photo shoots, and things like that. The intended audience of the SRS will be the project manager and marketing staff, and then the project scope entitles features for the first release. So feature release 1 is the automation process. Feature release 2 is the website design, and then the feature release 3 is additional backdrop selections. So it's just a more clean and concise way to say what I mentioned previously in the purpose, but that's what the project scope consists of. The SRS description. Now, the perspective and the features of this SRS will be, like stated before, the 3 biggest updates will be the automation of G Suite forms and fields, adding a website to showcase previous decor types, and adding trendy new backdrops to the overall experience they provide. And what I mean by trendy, lots of bookings request wood backdrops, grass backdrops, silver sequin backdrops, so things that are really attractive to the eye. That's what I mean by trendy. The user classes and characteristics. There's 2 users in this project. The owner, which would be Shelly. She's the business owner and operator. She's responsible for all things that fall under this business. And then the clients, the ones who book her services for arrangements, garlands, backdrops, and so forth and so on. The operating environment. I basically like to say, as long as you have an internet connection, you'll be able to use this new automated process, whether that be on a phone, tablet, PC, you name it, desktop computer. As long as you have an internet connection, you can book the services and have the process take over. You can look at the website and see the different designs, and you can also order or rent additional backdrops. The user documentation will be a step-by-step how-to guide on how the automation process was created, but it won't go into too much detail because they won't need to know how it works, though it'll just work, because a lot of coding and scripting never really gets explained. It just works and people like that. But for the backdrops, documentation will be provided to let them know how big, long, and how many pieces are required to set up the backdrops, weight, stands to hold up the backdrop as well. So those kind of user documentations will be provided. System features. So the automation process will be as followed. When a client enters their information, such as name, address, contact, phone number, and stuff like that, it will automatically be logged into the client data spreadsheet. When a client selects the type of colors or quantity they want for their balloons, the inventory spreadsheet will be adjusted and account for all product availability. When the booking form is completed, it will send a notification to Shelly, letting her know that the booking has been successful, and it could also notify her of any products that are running low or out of her stock. That way she can order more to fulfill the booking need. The system feature 2 would be the website design. That's going to consist of a clean website where the client can enter and see previous arrangements and arches done for other clients so they can get a gist of what kind of services they'll be renting. When scrolling through the website, they will find a link to the booking form, and that'll send them over to the Google form, or it can be integrated depending on what Shelly prefers. And then after the form is submitted, the system feature 1 will then initiate, which would be the automation process. The last system feature 3 is the additional backdrop selection. This is pretty simple. Clients can rent for whatever they would like a backdrop for. And as previously mentioned, candy tables, just a photo shoot area, maybe behind the his and her tables at a wedding. Backdrops can be used for pretty much any occasion. The external interface requirements. So the user interface will resemble a website that I put in the template. That is osnapsca.com. If you want to navigate there, that's what you will see that their website, Balloons by Shells, would look like. Hardware interfaces. The interactions between software and hardware are autonomous. The system will operate on browsers that adapt responsively to the screen resolutions. Specifically, it will provide meaningful displays on laptops, desktop browsers, Windows and Macs, iOS and Android devices. So as long as it's a computer, smartphone, tablet with an internet connection, it will display correctly on that hardware interface. The communications interface will be secure because clients are typing in personal, non-public information. So we will be running an HTTPS protocol for the website and the booking form. That way security will be top priority. The non-functional requirements. Performance, it'll be clean and simple web interface, no archaic processes, and no human interaction or much needed human interaction will be required because the system will just work. Safety, there are no safety issues when using the website. Security, the owner and possible web designer will only have credentials to the website editing portion of it, so those are only the security requirements that need to be addressed. And then the quality attributes. Learning how to use the system will be fairly easy. A lot of people know how to work websites and booking forms. The scripting will just be in the background, and if Shelly wants to know how it works, it can be explained to her. But usually, if it just works, it works for them. And a couple glossary terms that you'll see a lot of: automation, autonomous, Balloons by Shell or BBS, booking form, clients, and so forth and so on.